So this video goes out to all the nice guys out there, all the guys with a really good heart, who wants the best for everyone, but who thinks they live in a world where girls are only attracted to fucking bad boys. Because I've been that guy. I've been the guy who thinks that he'll never be able to get the girl of his dreams because he's just not good enough. And I've met and worked with tons of guys where I could see the pain and the misery in their eyes from believing a story that told them that their dream girls would never want to be with a guy like them, that they'll never be fucking good enough for the girls of their dream. And I know and experienced the pain of repeating and believing in that fucking story. And I could see the pain in the people's eyes who believed in that story, who believed that the world were just made to be that way, that they were just destined to be rejected by the girls that they were really truly in love with, and who thought that they would never be good enough because at the foundation of who they are, they just weren't. A lot of people think that girls will only fall for guys who are really treating them terribly, quite honestly. You know, guys end up resenting girls because they believe that girls are made to only like guys that are treating them shitty, who are made to only like guys who are cheating on them, maybe even physically harming them. And you know, there's guys out there who literally has killed people because they believe the idea that by nature, by the way they were created, they wouldn't be able to attract the girls that they were into. And so I think it's a very, very necessary topic to talk about. The issue is in society we have, you know, movies, we have TV shows, we have music videos where we kind of glorify the bad boy. We glorify the idea of someone being so shitty, treating people shitty, and showing how girls will fall for him and dump that kind of nice guy. And so we have like two archetypes, one being the people pleaser, who will always treat people well and who will always treat himself shitty probably and never stand up for himself and avoid conflicts. And then we have the bad boy, who will just treat people like shit, who will hate everyone, who will never be weak, and who will never like anyone, only likes himself. And both of those types are really created from a wound, in the sense that the people pleaser are trying to avoid conflicts. He's trying to avoid being hurt by people pleasing, by pleasing others. Whereas the bad boy, who's treating everyone like shit, has learned to keep everyone away because otherwise he'll get hurt. And so they're both trying to protect themselves out of fear of being hurted. Now, the reason why a girl would be attracted to a quote-unquote bad boy, a guy who would treat her shitty, a guy who would cheat on her and that kind of stuff, is if she would have abandonment issues. It is if she would have experienced her father maybe leaving her at a young age, or just at a young age feared that the father would abandon her, or someone else in her life for that matter. And so now she's seeking out, you know, guys who will treat her badly to recreate that old trauma and quote-unquote win over that trauma by making that guy who treats her really shitty fall for her. And so in that sense she's won over that old trauma that said that she would be abandoned. So that's like the biggest reason why girls would actually have an attraction for bad boys. The other reason would be that in society now, you know, people that would treat others shitty or people that are arrogant are seen as higher value, especially because of these music videos, because of these movies and all that stuff. They're seen as being better than the others. And so now if the girl wants to look cool in front of her friends, if she wants social status, she'll more likely want to attract a guy who's treating her terribly because he looks cool. And so if she's with him, you know, she'll have social status and social value in front of her friends' eyes, and now she'll look cooler. And so that's the two reasons why she would actually be attracted to a guy who actually treats her shitty. Now, obviously there's a lot of different reasons why a good guy would still not be able to get his dream girl or get the girl that he's really madly in love with. But I wanted to keep this video very short and brief and to the point, and so in my next video I'll cover more of this stuff. I'll stay in this topic and discuss further why guys, or girls for that matter, won't be able to attract the person that they're in love with. So stay tuned for that one. And if you're a guy who fears that you aren't good enough to meet the girl that you're attracted to meet the girl that you've dreamt of since you were a kid or whatever. I hope that this will give you some kind of space to kind of divorce that story that's been going on in your head, because it's not really benefiting you, and believing in that story will certainly be one of the things that will keep you from actually experiencing the happiness and joy that you can in this life. So I hope this video helped in that case, and yeah, thank you for watching.